Thank you so much. TikTok live and YouTube live and being here in person with us live on the beach today. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna relax, we're gonna receive, we're gonna get super galactivated. So I invite you, super friends, to take the next hour or so out of your beautiful lives and settle in with us. Please share this with your super friends and find that easy, comfortable, seated pose, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And as we start to settle in and find our breath, I'd like to share what's going on galactically. Super friends, so we are in the last day of the Maha Kumbh Mela time. This is when all the planets are lining up and just flooding the earth with the nectar of immortality, with goddess sauce right now. So imagine that all of this beautiful milky white air around us is the beautiful divine feminine energy just enveloping us with love and support and beauty and grace and bliss and ease and happiness and presence and lightness and joy and happiness and creatorhood. Today is the Crystal Skywalker Day. So today is about tuning into that inner space within you and then finding that solid earth that we're on and connecting through the power of our breath too. Everyone here with us all over the world, joining us in this sacred circle together that exists beyond space and time. As you breathe into the space within you, and then envision the breath turning around and flowing out as you exhale. And then as you breathe in again, visualize that breath turning back around and coming back, flowing into you. So we're creating this infinity breath, this infinity loop as it flows out of your body. On your exhales, it washes over your body. And as it flows into you, it goes to the very depths of your being, fills up the space inside of you with wakefulness, presence, and intelligence. And then as you exhale, imagine that breath washing over you, flowing around you, and forming a giant cobra hood above your head. Thanks for likes, thanks for shares, thank you for follows, thank you super friends for being here. Thanks to our subscribers, thanks to the gifters. We are in the white wind wave spell, the 12th day. So this is where our breath and the wind and spirit come full circle as we're going through a galactic activation portal. Breathe into all that is eternal and infinite and beautiful and magnificent. Thank you for the gift, Marie. Really press all that breath out of you like you're wringing yourself out from the inside and squeezing all that extra carbon out. Purifying, transforming, alchemizing. Breathe into that space. Take in this air, this oxygen. Turn it into prana, life force, energy, chi. Top of our inhale, let's make some circles with our shoulders up, back, down. And as we do this, let's lift our chin up and back. Looking up with our eyes, up at that third eye. Big smile on our face. And And then let's roll our shoulders forward as we tuck our chin under and drop our head forward. Breathing back to center. Let's shift the crossing of our legs. Oh, your yawn is coming at me. It's getting me. The yawn serpent. The yawn monster. All right, super friends, with our legs crossed the other way, let's stretch. I'll be your mirror. This right arm out to the side and bring this left arm up and overhead. Breathing into our side body. So while focusing on your breath, let's lift your chin up. Big smile on our face. Play with those apples on our cheeks. See if we can pinch them, make them big and juicy. Fill up with the love of dog in our hearts. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, switching sides, bringing that left hand down, right arm up and over, stretching into that side of our body. Let that love of dog fill us up. As we open our hearts, lift our chin, big smile, really stretch and strengthen those cheek muscles. As you breathe, powerful exhales and inhales. Om Namah Shivaya. Johnny, what are you talking about? Johnny. Deep breath in. And bringing those hands back behind us. Let's interlace those fingers and pull back those shoulders. Stretch those hands back to the ground. Lift our chin up. Look up at that third eye. Big smile. Coming back to center, let's take our head over to the right side. Really stretch, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the shares. Thanks for the likes. Oh, you need water. And coming back to center and turning our head the other way. Thank you, Sages. Stretch your neck, stretch your eyes, big smile. Stretch the scope of your awareness. Deep breath in, fill up with that inner consciousness of the space within you. Exhale, coming on back to center. Release our hands. And then let's unwind the crossing of our legs and stretch them out. Inhale our arms up to the sky. Let's focus on our intention. Set your intent for what you would like to experience, who you would like to become. And let's imagine everything wonderful in our lives being amplified. Abundance and prosperity, creativity and happiness and clarity and passion. Stretching up with one arm and the other arm and feeling loved and supported by life and being so blissful and joyful, and our words being so uplifting and inspiring, and our mind focused on what we're creating and the good feelings and happiness and excitement. Reach for your highest self, the spirit of divinity, the Adiyogi, Paramashivo Hum. For Shivaratri, interlace our thumbs, lean up and back, big smile. Reach for bliss. Om Nityanandam Paramashivoham. As we hinge at the waist, folding forward. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for the gifts. Tucking our chin under. Grab those toes, spread them, tuck our chin under. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. Deep breath in, lifting our hearts. Let's place our left hand to the outside of that right foot, and let's inhale this right arm up and back, palm up, twisting from our belly, our shoulders, rib cage, our neck, our eyes. Stretch to look at that upturned palm. Deep breath, big smile. Oh, and some ohms. Oh. And breathing this right arm up and over, crossing those arms to the outside of that left foot as we fold here. Inhale, opening this left arm up and back, palm up, twisting, stretching our eyes. Twisting from our belly, our ribs, our shoulders, our neck, our cheeks. Big smile, pull back with that arm. Pull our shoulders back. Turn the neck, twist the eyes to look at that palm. Notice what comes up, just observe and breathe. Envision the Amrita pouring from our brainstem down our spine, the nectar of immortality, moksha, spiritual liberation. Om Namah Shivaya. We manifest Shakti, the divine feminine goddess, into our bodies, our living temples. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, bringing our hands down, folding over ourselves. Thank you for sharing the live, super friends. One more deep breath here. Om Namah Shivaya. And as we exhale, let's walk our hands up. Let's give ourselves a little leg massage along the way, spreading those yogi toes. And as we massage our knees, our thighs, just taking that head side to side, rolling it back, smiling big and bright. All right, and now let's bring our hands up and around and back behind, and fingers back. Point our toes, lift our chin, lift our hearts, lean up and back. Deep breath. Let's play with some lion's breath while we're here. Stick your tongue out, bulge the eyes, look up at that third eye, pull the belly in. Powerful exhales. And coming back to center, to neutral. Let's take our right knee now, bend that knee, hug it in, and then as we breathe, we'll take this right foot and cross it to the outside and embrace this leg. We'll breathe this right arm up and back, planting it against our spine, taking a deep twist. Visualize everything wonderful in our life growing and getting bigger. Everything destructive or detrimental falling away and leaving. Gratitude, thankfulness, happiness, bliss. And breathe it through center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Coming on back forward. Let's let this knee fall open and out to the side. Inhale our arms up. Exhale, fold over this left leg. Find our breath today. Thanks for the gifts. Breathing in, taking a twist, left hand down, right arm up. Turning our gaze up towards that right hand. Let's touch our thumb and our pointer finger together for the Jnana Mudra. Jupiter finger. Big smile. Jupiter and all the planets, Saturn and Mars, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, Neptune, they're all surrounding us right now, blasting us with energy. Mars just is coming out of its retrograde, giving us massive power. So let's visualize ourselves being gentle, peaceful warriors, harnessing the power and focusing it towards our creations, towards our own liberation as we rise on up, allowing this right hand to come to the ground behind us, lifting this left arm up to the sky, press into the ground, lift our hips, coming up on that shin, leaning up and back, open your heart, big smile, blast rainbows to the world. Super friends, Galactivate! Deep breath in. And breathing our way down to the ground. Let's hug both knees in. And tuck our chin and make little happy faces with our neck. Three more breaths like this. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Coming on back to center, bringing our hands to our knees, intermission before we do the other side. Let's straighten our arms as we exhale, tucking that chin, lean back. Inhale, lifting our hearts, coming forward. Seated cats and cows. Exhale, straighten those arms, lean back, push down with our toes. Inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together, lifting our chin, lifting our gaze. Exhale, flowing with our breath now, going at our own pace. Exploring the full deep breaths and full range of motion. Good job, super friends. Coming back to center, extending that right leg forward, hugging this left leg in. Just take a breath to connect. And then we'll cross this left foot over the right. Give it a big hug. Inhaling this left arm up and back, planting it up against our spine. Twisting. Belly, ribcage, shoulders, neck, eyes to the left side. And if you want to bring this arm to the top of that thigh, you're welcome to. Flexing those toes on the right sole, the right foot side. Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe in clarity and accuracy and majesty and royalty, divinity. Breathe in these great flying waters, this ocean in the air. The loving support at this time of the Maha Kumbh Mela. The waters are flying to bless us and shower us with the nectar of immortality as we slowly unravel and twist towards the other side. Coming back through center. Let's bring this foot to the inside of that thigh. Inhale our arms out and up. Giving thanks to the Most High. And as we exhale, folding over ourselves. Grab the toes, stretch them, breathe. Fill up with the love of dog. Princess Charlie.
That's how she purrs.
She's a unicorn cat dog. Charlie, she's a unicorn cat dog. Charlie, little unicorn cat dog. Charlie. recharge. Filled with the love of dog. Deep, keep breathing. And bring it into a side opener. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Stretching our head, our neck, our eyes, our gaze up towards this left hand. Reach for the stars. Reach for your enlightenment. Breathe it in from the highest dimensions into your innermost places, spaces. And as you exhale, envision that light, that bright, that breath, the prana flowing all around you, down you, surrounding you, encircling you, enveloping you. Om Namah Shivaya. The light with no beginning and no end as we come on back around. Bringing this left hand down, right arm up, point the toes, press into the ground, lift your hips, stretching back, open your heart. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And slowly coming on back down to the ground. Once again, bringing those knees in, give them a hug. Fill up with the love of dog. And then we'll take some seated cats and cows. So once again, straighten the arms, lean back. And inhale. Bend the elbows, lift our hearts. Head goes back. Exhale, tuck your chin forward, straighten the arms. Inhale. At the top, let's lean back, open your mouth up, stretch your face, your jaw, even your tongue. Lion's breath. And then one more, tucking our chin under, leaning back, straighten those arms. Coming back to center. And all right, so now let us bring ourselves into a squat. So can be in kind of a high squat or a low squat, just to feel into your body today. And we'll play with being up on our tippy toes with those heels up. And you can either sit down on your heels and find your balance, or you can play with having yourself up higher, just whatever your knees are available for today. Hands into your hearts, Anjali Mudra. Breathe into your heart. Fill with that love of dog. And then let's inhale, rise on up, arms out and up. Palms together, leaning back. And coming on back to center, hands at our hearts. And then releasing our hands. Let's take some twists. Letting our hands hit our body. Activate the power of the chi. All right, super friends, let's bring our hands together, rub them together. Generate some heat, some infrared light, some power, some chi, some prana. And then using your imagination, your visual eye, your third eye, scan your body. If there's anywhere that needs extra love or attention, we're gonna take this heat and we're gonna put it on that spot. So wherever you need it, just imagine all this light, this heat going into your body and your body taking it into your circuitry. Okay, we'll do that again. Let's rub our hands, generate more heat. This time, let's take our hands and put them right over our eye sockets. Envision light going from your palms into your eyeballs, into your brain, lighting up the left side, the right side, and finding that center line where that brain stem just cozies up in between. Alrighty. One more time, let's rub those hands together. And now this time we're going to place one hand on our heart, the other one below it on our plexus, and just breathe into this center. 3 breaths. Om Namah Shivaya. All right, and then let's just shake it out. Shake out our feet, our legs, our hands. Just notice how you feel. Okay, so now let's bring our feet together, hands at our hips, and let's ground into our left foot and let's bring our right leg up and stretch it forward. And take it out to the side. And coming back to center, let's hinge forward and send it back. And play with reaching our arms forward. Warrior 3. And coming on back forward. See if we can do it without touching down. Stretch it forward and float that leg forward. Nice wide stance coming up on those back tippy toes. Staggering our feet so they're hip width apart. Bending that front knee over your ankle. Reach up with your arms. Lift that back heel up. High lunge, crescent lunge. Observe your mind, your thoughts. Drop into your heart. Breathe into your lungs. Find that space where your heart and your lungs are nestled all cozy together, just like your brain hemispheres and your brain stem. And then we're gonna pivot that back foot, lining our legs up now in a straight line, back arch in alignment with the front heel, and we'll bend into that front knee, stretching those arms, shoulders, hips out to the sides and away from one another into a warrior 2. Bringing our gaze to focus on that middle finger of our front hand. Send all your energy there. Health, well-being, vitality, happiness, joy, bliss, inner peace. Super friends, Galactivate. Rotating this palm up to the sky. Back hand above or below that knee or wrapped around our back. Leaning up and back. Deep breath, big stretch. Inhale, straighten that front leg as we lean back. Inhale, coming forward. Those arms, reach that right arm forward, and then let's pivot. Right arm down, left arm reaches up. Deep breath in, rising on up, bending into that front knee, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheeling those arms down to the ground, dropping that back knee down. We can bring both hands to the inside of that foot here, if you like. And if you want to, you can even come down onto those forearms and breathe. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for the likes. Hope you're getting galactivated with us. Keep breathing. So we'll be meditating at the end of our yoga asana. Drop it into our Galactivation meditation. So join us till the end and we will all meditate together. Let's send those hips back. You can bring this foot forward and lift those toes up, lean back, tuck that chin under. Inhale, bending that front knee, coming forward. We're gonna heel toe this right foot all the way over to the left and drop that knee down. Is that all right on your knee? Okay, and then find that juicy spot where it feels the best. Maybe keep your foot flexed to protect your knee. Maybe you wanna bring it in closer to your hip, or maybe it's open enough to be more parallel to the front of your space. Just be gentle. We're gonna square our hips and shoulders forward. That left leg is straight back. We're on the top of that back foot. Lifting our heart, big smile. Focus on your intention. Om Namah Shivaya. Visualize this Amrita pouring down from the higher dimensions above your soul star chakra. As we walk our hands forward into your body, your crown chakra, Sasara, down all the way to your root chakra, Muladhara, and into the earth below you, the earth star chakra. Imagine that 9th chakra opening beneath you as the 8th chakra is opened above you. And that breath of infinity is flowing to and through you. As you breathe in, the breath flows in, pure gold. Finds that edge where it spins around and flows back out. Breathing in, lifting our hearts. Let's come onto the side of that thigh. Swing ourselves around and come on forward for a cobra either a low cobra or high cobra. Just feel into your back. Lift as high or as low as you would like. Fill up with the love of dog. Soggy doggy. Soggy, sandy doggy love. And we'll slowly lower down. Curl those toes, press into the ground, push up, plank, downward dog. Hips up to the sky. Feet step a little closer to our hands. Head falls down between our arms. Press into the ground, reach those heels down, bending one knee at a time. Big smile. Take a deep breath in.
Grounded to the space.
And as we exhale, walk our hands back to our feet, taking a forward fold. Inhale, lifting our hearts. Exhale, drop those hips down. Inhale, lift our body and upper torso up. Exhale, squeeze those shoulders back. Inhale, reach those arms forward. Exhale, squeeze them back. Inhale, reach them forward. Exhale, squeeze them back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach forward, big smile. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades back. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise, interlace those thumbs, lean up and back, big smile. And hands come into our hearts, feet together, Anjali Mudra. Notice the difference between the sides. So we start grounding through that right foot. Let's place our hands on our hips. Baby bend in our knees, and we'll elevate this left leg up now and play with stretching it forward. And then taking it over out to the side. Play with straightening that leg and bending it. Coming on back to center. We're going to hinge at the waist, sending that leg back and up behind us. And then perhaps we can extend these arms forward. Wow! For warrior 3. Play with your balance here. Wow! Maybe there's a difference between this side and the other. Maybe not. And coming on back up, elevating this leg, extending it forward. Reach nice and tall, wide stance. Float this foot forward. Feet are hip width apart, distance, bending into that front knee. So we have our knee over our ankle. Reach those arms up. Lift that back heel up. High lunge, crescent lunge. Deep breath, big smile. And then as we breathe in, let's pivot that back foot, lining those legs up in a straight line. Shoulders and hips reach away from one another. Get that sway back out of our lower back, bending that front knee. turn our head to face those middle fingers of that front hand. Make sure you can see your big toe and second toe. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's reverse our warrior. Left arm down, right hand above or below that knee. Keep bending into that front leg. Or you can wrap that arm behind your back. And then let's straighten that front leg, still leaning back. And coming on back to center, let's stretch forward with that left arm and then pivot. Left arm down, right arm lifts. Om Namah Shivaya. And breathing and coming on back up. Bending into that front knee. Cartwheeling these arms down to the ground. We can bring this hand to the inside of that foot. Coming up on those back tippy toes and dropping that back knee down. If you want to, you're welcome to come onto those forearms. Just let that hip fall open. Deep breath. Find your core. Breathing and rising on up. Let's heel toe this foot to the center and send our hips back. Toes up, nose to knee. Breathing our way back forward, we'll heel toe this foot over to the other side. Bringing that right leg straight back, coming onto the top of that right thigh if that feels good. Squaring your hips and shoulders forward. Flexing that left foot and walking ourselves forward for sleeping swan. Visualize the light flowing into you. More breaths like this. And breathing our way, rising on up. We'll swing this left leg around. Coming into a Sphinx pose. Bringing our elbows down just a little in front of our shoulders. Bringing those legs together. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Lift our gaze up. In and up at that third eye point. Visualize yourself as the Sphinx. The head of a pharaoh. The body of a lion. Deep breath in. Slowly lowering down. Hands under our shoulders. Curl those toes. Pressing up. Plank. And back to downward dog. Deep breath in, look forward between your hands. And at the bottom of your exhale, walk, hop, or float our feet forward. Lifting our hearts and taking a forward fold. Inhale, dropping your hips. Sitting back towards a chair, arms elevate up. Deep breath in. Exhale, swing those arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, lifting our heart. Exhale, swing those legs back. Inhale, lift our arms. Exhale, swing back. 3 more. Inhale. I do or you do? You want to switch it to yours?
You're good. I forgot you're charging on here. Okay, you're good.
And now lifting, coming on up. Bring those hands back behind us. Interlace the fingers, pull down. Let's take our feet wide here, keeping our hands where they are. And hinge forward. Squeezing those shoulder blades, let our hands fall overhead. Let's drop our hands. Let's bend our knees. Sitting back towards the squat. Focus on your intent. And then come on down to the ground. All right. Right, diamond, 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 diamond. Thank you. Thanks for the gifts. So glad to see you here. Yay. All right, let's use our core. Make sure there's room behind us. Leaning on back. When we get there, we're gonna play with some yogi bicycles. So interlacing those fingers behind our neck. Let's draw those knees in. As we breathe in and as we exhale, right elbow to left knee, right leg extends to hover above the ground. Breathing in, switching sides. Left elbow to right knee, left leg extends. Breathing in and breathing in and breathe out, switch sides and flowing with our breath. Just keep going. If you need to take a break and come out of it, you can, and then just come back into it in a breath or two. deep, even breaths. Now we're going to come back to center, lie back with our heads, place those feet on the ground just at fingertips distance. We're going to press into the ground and lift our hips, rolling up into a bridge pose, walking those shoulders in, clasping our hands together, push down with our arms, lifting those hips, squeezing our knees. Deep breath in, lift our hips, release our hands. And as we exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. When we get to the bottom, windshield wiper those knees side to side. Keeping those feet wide. And then we're going to drop our knees to the right. Let them just stay here. Keep those feet wide. We're not crossing this one over yet. Keep that one over there. We're going to bring that underneath leg on top. So the right foot on top of that left thigh. Deep twist in our lower back. Extending that left arm up and back to the side. Upper body twists to the opposite side. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And then let's release that leg, keeping those feet still hip width apart, dropping our knees over to the other side, twisting our upper body the opposite way, and taking that top foot, that left sole, and placing it on top of that right thigh. If your body's okay with this, this is a really deep twist. Turning your upper body to the right, keeping that right shoulder down. Stretch your gaze, your drishti, to look up. Breathe into your DNA's telomeres and envision them growing and extending. And releasing that leg, coming back to center. Let's hug our knees in, make little circles with our lower back. One way and the other way. And then let's cross our right leg over the left, squeezing them in. And then let's drop our knees over to the left side, extending that right arm and shoulder up and back to the right. Three more deep breaths in and out like this. And breathing back through center. We're gonna cross the other knee, left knee over the right. Breathing those knees in, guiding our knees across our body to the right side as we extend that left arm and shoulder up and back, twisting our torso up and over, our gaze up and over to the left side. Deep breath here. Coming on back to center, unwind those legs, hug it in. We're gonna do one final bridge pose. If you'd like to take it into a half wheel, you're welcome to play with that today. With the bridge positioning, just bring your feet hip width apart, fingers, tips distance from your hips. And if you want to play with bridge, you could bring, or with wheel, you could bring your fingers back towards your shoulders, pressed into the ground, or come up into your bridge, lifting and coming onto the top of your head, and then pressing up to stretch your whole body, pressing those arms straight, and to come out of it, just slowly lower onto the top of your head and roll down when you're ready. And then we'll bring ourselves down onto our backside for our final resting pose, our Shavasana. So if there's anything else that you need before we go into our Shavasana, please give that to yourself right now. If you want to do a plow pose or a shoulder stand, or drink some water, or get something to cover yourself up with, just give that to yourself right now. And we're gonna meet on our backside, super friends, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Arms and legs opening out to the side. Bring your gaze, your drishti in and up at that third eye. Pratyahara. Pull all of your senses inward. Listen intensely, inwardly, to all the frequencies. Relax, release your breath, your mind. We're going to melt into the silence beyond the sounds, and we'll be back for our Galactivation. light that's washing over you from dimensions of the stars, the highest frequencies, the light of you that's traveling from afar into you with every breath and back out again into the field. This light of your infiniteness is now being revealed. You are eternal being, eternal in nature. There is no end to your light. You are, you were, and you always shall be. So accept this now in your mind. Let this be planted deep as a seed of your own superconsciousness. Open up your mind, your heart to receive the infinite self that is bliss, the infinite eternal space of your limitless beingness. Allow it to fill you up with grace, a support network, and a presence. As your crown is open, your light pours in, your superconscious self like a tooth anchored in. Root into your body, to the tips of your soles. Put you on, everybody, like a glove, and you are whole. Your universal superconscious, divine self of light, your eternal bliss, your God Goddess, your I am presence now arise. To us, through us, within us, around us, in that place of the whole. The bliss, the love, the light, the ecstasy, the joy, the return of our soul. The infinite intelligence into our mind appears. This universal source essence, like a tone inside that we hear. The wisdom, the intuition, the urges, the guidance, nudging us from our gut, embracing the power, this loving presence, this that we've been seeking and searching for so much, is here within us. It's here as a part of us. And in this moment, we are whole. It's connected to us. It will never separate from us in this unified field of the all. We breathe in this yoga. We are yoked together, our body, mind, spirit, breath, and soul. And as we relax and rest and receive, that breath spirals through, full circle. To us and through us, this breath flows in, spins around out of us, and circles again, enveloping our body in a beautiful orb of light, supporting us like serpents with many heads, the hoods spread wide. Above us in the field, the power is here, and in this it is revealed. This force will never disappear, and we affirm that we are healed from all the ailments and dis-ease as this power now is revealed, bringing Om Shanti Shanti Shakti peace. The peace that is yoga, the peace that is divine, the peace awakening in you, the peaceful state of mind, the peaceful facets of you, that divine peace inside. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, chanting all the time. We walk in peace, we live in peace, we share our peace, we give the peace. We breathe in peace, we send out peace, and our life transforms with grace and with ease. We are peaceful masters. We are a piece of the pie. We are all in this together, and in unity we rise. The spirit flows, our bones feel lighter than feathers, our heart begins to fly. As with all of the universe, now we are tethered. Body, mind, spirit, soul, breath, unified. Om Namah Shivaya. And the nectar of immortality is flowing down our spine, filling our throat with this sweetness inwardly, like honey in our mouth at this time. We taste the sweetness. It smells like flowers. like roses inside as we breathe. This sweetness, this softness that connects us together, that tethers us to our divinity. Flowing inside us, transforming within us, the sweetest internal alchemy, bringing us the blessings, transforming us into the goddess, the goddess, I am divinity. The temple of our body, we adorn it with flowers, make it so beautiful too, with the finest of clothes. Sweetness, inner tones, like a musical symphony is you. We are attuned like a tuning fork, resonating just right with this divine blessings of pure love and light. We awaken to this, the reality of divinity, and affirm, I am this. We welcome it, it's Shakti. Spiritual bliss, joy, love, and bhakti. Taking all of this right into our bodies. Blessings are flowing now here at this time as we're coming back into our bodies, into our minds, deepening our breath with a smile on our face, wiggling our fingers and toes, and Galactivate, stretching our arms up overhead and drawing our knees into our chest. And ever so slowly turning from the left and the right. And whenever we're ready, rolling onto our side. And ever so slowly taking our sweet time, coming up to seated, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Shoulders roll back and down, calm, peaceful mind. Easy seated pose, quietly breathing to our quiet mind. Watching that breath swim into us. Find the edges within us. Spiral around, spin around, and then swim back out of us as we exhale. Down around our bodies, up the back side, around the top of us. Serpents' heads and tails. See that serpent force above us, making us strong and powerful. Breath is flowing deep within us. Serpentine energy, Kundalini miracle. Breathing our arms up to the sky, gather our intentions one final time, pulling it down to our third eye. See that divine within us reside, bringing it down in front of our throat, taking the sound and creating an om. All the breath out, all the breath in. Exhale, all my super friends. As we breathe in, our hands go to our hearts, bowing your heads to your innermost part, then placing that left on the heart center here, and the right hand on top of the left, my dears. Bowing this divine that lives right here. Left side, right side, united. We cheer. Divine in me, divine in thee, one great light of eternity. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate. Good job, super friends. And then give yourselves a little tap, a little hug, a little love, a hugolution. Let's hug it in. Feel all the power, spread it around. Hug yourself, hug a friend, hug an animal, hug a tree, hug a coworker, hug your family. Spread all the love all around the world. Hugolution. Good job, girls. So we are Galactivators, your fairy god fam. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in online, our yoga, YouTube, and TikTok, and live in person. Thank you so much, super friends. So great to be here with you all. Wishing you the happiest, most magical day of the year. The Maha Kumbh Mela is climaxing here, leading into Shivaratri, where we embody the dance of eternity, becoming that Shiva Shakti, masculine and feminine, spirit and form, non-duality, non-binary, in the singularity, embodying our divine. So the most magical time is the nectar of immortality fills us up from inside, bringing the moksha, the liberation. Soak it up, super friends. That divine feminine calibration galactically is happening. So embrace it, taste it, receive it, embody it. The ferociousness of the goddess Kali, tempered with the wisdom of Maha Durga, balanced with the sweet symphony of the divine goddess Saraswati, and manifesting abundantly happiness, joy, bliss, beauty, wealth, prosperity as Mahalakshmi, embracing this divinity, Mahadevi, Devi Parashakti, and allowing this manifestation, femifestation, to happen inwardly. So in this grace, in this essence, in this balanced energy, we invite you, super friends, to please visit our website, Galactivators.com, and you can be signing up for our super friends email list so we can always stay in touch, and you can get some yoga gear if you like what I'm wearing. This stuff are yoga jackets, peacock, and checkerboards and singing bowls that you can use to meditate with too. So we will see you tomorrow on our live stream, or maybe later tonight. Hope you stay galactivated all day, super friends of mine. Have the best day ever. Thank you for our gifters. Thank you for our subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Stay galactivated.